Channeled by your architect musician, 36110, 27 palms of eyes. The golden whisperer, sea star, devil and sea all. Apply the news you can use, truth and accuracy. The real non-bedazzled jewels.
The Damon Andras, the Horseman of War within. A true esoteric story of rage, split selves, and the battle for your becoming.
Before war was waged with swords or drones, there was war within. And at the heart of that battlefield rides Andras, Damon of internal conflict, commander of the war between selves, and the one who teaches that every explosion began as a whisper ignored. He rides a black wolf with eyes of ash, wears armor made of broken mirrors, and carries a sword that only appears when you're about to turn against yourself. Andras is not destruction. He is what happens when you avoid your truth for too long. He doesn't start the war. You do, by choosing safety over selfhood, by lying to keep the peace, by turning down your volume to be loved, by handing over your fire to the person who said, "You're too much." And when the split becomes unbearable, Andras rides in. Once, a performer named Malik was beloved by the world, but hollow inside. He played roles, not just on stage, but in life. His laughter was memorized. His sadness was locked behind charisma. He had two selves, the performer, the forgotten. One night, he screamed into the mirror, "Who the hell am I anymore?" The reflection blinked back as someone else, a version of him that did not smile. And behind that image stood Andras, wolf pacing behind him, sword sheathed. "There are two of you," he said, "one who survived and one who never got to live. Tonight they will meet, and only one will rise." Malik fell into a vision, not of his life, but of his soul's battlefield. On one side stood the performer, confident, clever, exhausted. On the other, the forgotten, wild-eyed, tender, angry. Andras dropped the sword between them. "Only integration survives," he said. "Not performance, not suppression. Only the brave union of shadow and self." Malik knelt, not in defeat, but in surrender to wholeness. When he awoke, he couldn't go back to who he was. He left the stage. He began speaking, raw, unscripted, trembling. People were magnetized, not because he was polished, but because he was finally real. Andras rode silently behind him now, not to haunt, but to guard the sacred boundary between who Malik was and who the world tried to turn him into. Hidden lesson. When you suppress a part of yourself, you declare war on your own soul. Andras does not punish. He brings the battle to your door so you can finally stop bleeding yourself to death through performance. He comes when your soul is ready to stop pretending. He stays until you rise, not as fragments, but as you, whole and unshakable.
Universal currency receipt, architect musician 3611027, Devil on Sea All.